Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today we're checking out a Dwarven mountain city builder. It's very interesting indeed. Anyway, I'm going to jump into a brand new game, and as ever, I'm going to try and explain what the heck is happening, and hopefully we're going to have a little bit of fun along the way. Let's get things named. We'll start on a medium map. Potatoville sounds like an excellent name for a Dwarven capital. Let's jump into things. So, this game, we are going to get rid of that. This game, you start in this big old world, and let's have a little look on the mini-map. There's a couple of different characteristics that I'm looking for in any sort of starting area. As I say, this game is all about digging through mountains, and digging through mountains, Mountaincore, I guess, self-explanatory to a degree, is exactly what we're going to be doing. So we need to select a starting spot that is kind of representative of exactly where I would like to do all of that sort of stuff. I'm thinking maybe down here. I think this is quite an interesting area. There's a lot of interesting things in the mountain over here. Very interested in that. Very interested in this area. Oh, look at this. There's lots of stuff over there. And there's a big old forest over here. So you know what? Let's start right about here. So we'll place our little caravan area, and we will immediately get to work. So yeah, this game takes inspiration from a whole bunch of city builders, including, of course, RimWorld. That is the big one, I guess. Dwarf Fortress as well. The Settlers, Dungeon Keeper. There's a whole bunch of sort of aspects which are not in the game at the moment, but which will be added into the game. All about sort of crawling through dungeons. There is sort of like a little military element to this. I haven't fooled around with it much, but we might be able to experiment with a little bit later on today. But for now, let's just sort of get the basics of our operation up and running, and hopefully I'll try and explain what the heck is happening. So, we start in this world. We start with a couple of caravans. They've got a whole bunch of different bits and bobs on them, and we're going to get these caravans unloaded and the stuff stored. What's important to note, like straight from the get-go, is there's a huge amount of sort of tool variety in this game, and I absolutely freaking love it. We've got 7 settlers at the moment. Each settler can have up to 3 jobs, which is very, very cool. This one, for example, is a stonemason and just a villager. This one's a carpenter, a farmer, and a villager, etc. We can also, as you can see, toggle military on here. There's a whole bunch of different sort of characteristics, and there's a whole bunch of different room types, which we're going to be hopefully building, well, at least one of each over the course of this little showcase episode. So let's get the sort of basics done and dusted in the first instance. I would like to establish I'd probably like to get a stockpile. There's a bunch of different types of stockpiles. We don't need to worry about them too much, but let's get ourselves a tools stockpile in the first instance, and we can sort of start to see a couple of these tools get unloaded. We're also going to set up a couple of different farm plots. We get a bunch of seeds that come with the wagons here. So I'm actually going to set up a couple of different farm plots just because farming is one of those things that if you get sort of started straight away, then it will pay dividends later on. Very obviously, because it takes a lot of time to actually get growing. Anyway, yeah, whole bunch of different seed types. We've got barley, which is going to go there. We've got carrots, which is going to go there. We've got corn seeds. We've got 18 of each of these types of seeds. 8 hemp seeds, that's fine. 12 hops, 16 of me. 18 potatoes, and 12 wheat. So that works out very, very nicely indeed. Look at that. Already you can start to see that there's a whole bunch of different tools. A maple plane. We've got an iron axe. We got a steel axe. We got a pine rolling pin. We got an iron axe. What trees do we have over here, actually? Oh, we've got some beech trees. Not because they're actually on a beach, but because they are actual beech trees. Anyway, we're going to be chopping these down and getting a bunch of utility from them very, very soon. Hopefully, there's a couple of elephants, animals in the wild. Was that a horse over there? Is that a wild boar? That's fine. What do we got in the mountain over here? We've got hematite ore. Okay. Can't remember what that refines into, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. We've got malachite over here. We've got aquamarine gems. And very importantly, we've got bituminous coal ore, which we are going to be using to power our dwarven forges. So, yeah, a couple of things that we're going to need to get sort of set up straight away. One is we obviously are in a position where everything at the moment that we do is out in the open. If I go into roof view, you can see that this entire blue area is completely unroofed. So we're going to be hopefully moving inside the mountain at some point. Now, there's a couple of axes that we've got here, a couple of pickaxes, which is nice, and we're going to be using them to dig into the heart of the mountain as soon as we've sort of unloaded everything. We've got a few more other things to unload as well here. Let's get ourselves a kitchen. Let's get ourselves a small sort of kitchen right about here. We'll get ourselves a water barrel, get ourselves a kitchen worktop, get ourselves a cauldron, get an import pallet, an export pallet. The game works really, really nicely, and I really, really like the mechanics that go into these import and export pallets. We'll talk about them a little bit as we go, but for now, let's also get sort of an entry into the mountain, and let's make it a sort of three wide affair, and we'll sort of try and go all the way down there, and then maybe try and sort of branch into a couple of different rooms here. Sure. Okay. I mean, that's really the sort of start of our journey inwards. Now, each and every time we destroy a block, well, not each and every time, but most times that we destroy a block, we're going to get these rough stone boulders. These rough stone boulders are going to be used to, we're going to process them into the actual resource that we need, and that is blocks. You can just see them, actually, when we're building this granite kitchen worktop. We're going to use a whole bunch of blocks, and in fact, I could probably better showcase this if I got a products... There we go, stockpile. The product stockpile, hopefully, should allow us to unload all of these sort of planks, all of these different blocks, the steel plates, all of the stuff that we've got sort of remaining on these wagons. What do we got over here? Got lots and lots of seeds. Oh yeah, we can get a seed stockpile as well. Let's not do it right there. Let's do it like over here. Let's try and make it sort of like roughly good looking. There we go. But the product stockpile should allow things to be unloaded. Now, we got a kitchen. The kitchen looks good. We've got some, we got a water barrel here. That's cool. The import and the export pallet is very, very interesting indeed. I don't really know what exactly we would like to make at the kitchen. Not much at the moment, but it's okay. We don't need to worry about that altogether too much. Let's worry about that a little bit later on. Now, we've given people mining orders. I've sort of talked about that. We'll give them maybe a few orders to chop down some trees as well, just to queue it up. There's no point in really, you know, getting to it immediately. We're also going to grab ourselves a raw materials stockpile, which I guess we could probably stick in the mountain. I guess so. I'm not particularly bothered about putting the raw materials stockpile in the mountain, though. We can stick it outside here. Yeah, the raw materials stockpile is going to allow us to hopefully, you know, find somewhere to put all of these rough stone boulders, and they should get moved across all over there. But anyway, so as well as giving people orders, as well as building rooms and building sort of specific items within rooms, we can also give specific construction orders. And there's a couple that we're going to be able to take advantage of right now. We can build a little bit of, we can build a wall if we want to. I don't really care for doing that right now. What I do care about is building pillars, because if we don't build pillars sort of every so often whilst we are mining, then we are going to end up with a little bit of a terrain collapse, and we don't particularly want to do that. It just costs us a little bit of granite, but we've got plenty at the moment. We've got plenty of pretty much all of our resources. And yep, as you can see, our raw materials are being moved out over here. And in fact, we can probably expand the stockpile, because we can see 45 out of 60 spaces are in use. It's going to take a little while to make that all look a little bit better. Now, everybody's just sort of sleeping on the ground at the moment. We're going to fix that. We're going to fix that hopefully kind of soon. I don't know where we're going to put everybody's bedroom, but we're gonna get to that in a little bit. But before we do, let's get ourselves some processing facilities. There's two very, very important buildings which we're going to need to get immediately. One is the sawmill with the wood cutting bench. Again, I sort of talked about how these pallets work. The import and the export pallets. I really, really like the way that the game handles this. It's very, very cool. We'll get that, and then we'll also get ourselves a masonry workshop. The masonry workshop can go over here. I mean, there's no reason why we can't put the pillar in that. It doesn't particularly matter. We're going to get ourselves a stonemason's workbench. Very, very important. And we're also going to get an ore crushing station, which... where do I want it to go? Maybe like here? Yeah, maybe here? To be fair, I'd probably like a little bit more space. Let's actually try and expand out a little bit. Yeah, maybe out there. Sure, I think that's a good idea. We'll also nab ourselves some more. Whoops. Also nab ourselves some more pillars. Just sort of on the main thoroughfare here. Yeah, anyway. So, the woodcutting bench. How does it work? Because it doesn't look like we can select stuff for the woodcutting bench. All that we can do is we can have a little look at the tools, which are actually chilling around here. The way that this works is that we have the resource that we want to import. Very, very simply, it's logs. And then we have the resource that we want to export. And very simply, it's planks. And that's how it kind of works. And I rate it. I really, really do rate it. I think it's brilliant. Let's get this expanded over here. Let's get the ore crusher right over there. We'll get import pallet. We'll get export pallet. That's cool. Let's also sort of fix this little edge over here. Yeah, fix that there. That's good. Looking very, very nice. Also, I would like to get some lanterns. We're going to need ingots in order to build lanterns. How many ingots do I have? If we go into products, we can see. We've got 32 ingots at the moment. Everything has a cash value as well. Not super essential for us at the moment, but let's get some lanterns down here. Sort of sporadically placed. Because the worst thing in watching a YouTube video, in my humble experience, is not being able to see what the heck you're doing. So anyway, yeah, this is looking really, really good. I really like the way that the game handles the sort of input and the output sort of mechanic. I think that's really, really great. Also, I tell you what, maybe I just ditch this stone wall. Maybe I ditch the stone wall and I create a mine order. And we sort of just have like a little micro entrance over here. And then maybe I actually replace that stone wall. Whoopsie. I like the idea of having like an entrance straight into the masonry workshop, because the masonry workshop is so important in the grand scheme of things. Right, so for the import pallet, let's get a rough stone boulder for now, and then let's get ourselves some blocks. This is very, very important. We'll get that worked up. I'm also maybe going to place down an additional import pallet and an additional export pallet, because I do have this steel ore crushing machine, which I do care about. Very, very important. How's this all looking? This is granite versus limestone. Oh, I see. It's a completely different type of stone in the center of the mountain here. Very, very cool. Okay, well, that's not looking too bad. But anyway, we'll start to see, hopefully, this stonemason workbench grind into action, relatively speaking. There we go. We're going to take those boulders and we're going to turn them into blocks. Very, very nice, in fact. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, so that's the sort of basics done. The seeds have been planted whilst I haven't really been paying attention. That's fine. The wagons look to be 100% unloaded. We've got everything out. Most of it is in our sort of sophisticated stockpile. We got a little bit of a kitchen going on here. Our raw material stockpile is looking good. I will start to process ores into crushed ore. There we go. That one. Yep, of course. We'll start to process ores, and then hopefully we're going to start to... There we go. Look at that. We're going to start to process... we're going to be able to make our own ingots, which is brilliant. Okay, lots more processing facilities are going to be required here, but I think we would like to take the opportunity perhaps to get people set up in a bit of a bedroom sort of state, and also maybe to give people a opportunity to get... Let's go there. Sure. I'd like to give people the opportunity to sleep well. I'd also like to give people the opportunity to eat well. Let's go here and let's get ourselves a great hall sort of zoned out. And we'll start making that. And now we just sort of want to try and get as many sort of possible rooms. Feasting hall is going to go in. We've got a bedroom that's going to go in. Masonry workshop we've already got. We're going to get a smeltery. The smeltery is probably going to go... like right here, right down below. Let's actually maybe just mine this entire area out. Although if I mine that entire area out, then we might end up having a bit of a collapse. Let's mine that area out. Sure. What do we got here? Native silver ore. Okay, well that's excellent. I'm delighted to see that. Very, very enthusiastic. We have got some bituminous coal crushed ore, which is very, very nice indeed. Super looking forward to seeing how that works. But I'd like to get the bedroom. I'd like to get the bedroom done. There we go. Let's rank that as a slightly higher priority so that we can maybe, just maybe, give people somewhere to sleep. I don't think that we have the capability to make beds quite yet, but I think we will. I think we will fairly soon. Right, let's get a bedroom. We can zone this sort of as a bedroom initially. Now, a bed is going to require planks, for which we have 79 available, but we don't have linen available at the moment, so we're going to have to get some sleeping spots instead. Okay. I mean, it's not overly complicated, but I guess it is what it is. Let's also get ourselves a pillar or two. Again, just sort of eyeballing it when this feels appropriate to get. There we go. That's looking good. I really would rather avoid a collapse. I will say, though, everything that is going on, I'm very, very happy with how it all looks. I'm really, really excited about exploring up here. That's going to be quite interesting. Yep, this is all looking great. The fact that we've got so much coal ore, like, right on our doorstep is very, very nice indeed. We just need to find something to, I guess, smelt. And I guess that silver ore is going to be what we're smelting. Yep, continue to get the coal ore in here. And then we'll see if we can try and get someone else on the go. Cool, keep on building the pillars. That's looking excellent. I love this little sort of, you know, side entryway. That's pretty cool. Very, very nice there. And then we'll get to work over here. We'll get this zoned as a feasting hall. At least we'll zone, you know, part of it. And we'll get a feasting table. We'll get a feasting table sort of like right in the middle here. Ah. There we go. Zone a little bit more. Feasting table right over there. We'll get chairs. Beautiful. We will get a cauldron for soup. Excellent. Beer tapper. We'll get water barrel. Sure. Let's get that. We don't actually need a serving table. Serving table is just for bread. And we don't have bread yet. We don't have a way to produce bread. But maybe we will. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll make like an adjoining sort of kitchen / bakery sort of area. That seems like a pretty good idea. I don't like the fact that we've got like this two-tone sort of style going on. So what we can do is we can go into build and we can go stone paving. I can change the type of stone that we want to have down here. I think we're just gonna limestone. I mean, is limestone the choice of paving, I guess? I mean, or we could go for wood. I think I prefer stone. Stone is much more... I think it's industrial. You know, more industrial, that sort of style. Right. Let's place some stone paving. Let's get that down. Let's get that all sorted. And hopefully that's going to give us a little bit more of a sort of unique... I guess, sorry, not a unique look. A consistent look. Right, this area... Ooh, a fire has broken out in your settlement. Okay, well, there is an extinguish order. It is literally miles away. I've got to be honest, it hardly seems worth extinguishing that. Well, it's gone. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, tough. Sorry, video game. You're just gonna have to live with it. Right, let's get that feasting hall properly expanded into the appropriate area. Let's get the tiles sort of expanded. Stone paving. Stone paving. Are these different types of stone paving? They better not be different types of stone paving. They look like very, very different types of paving. Right. Just, you know what? Get the basics done. Get the basics done, and then the rest can come along later. I don't care about the beer. Did I get the cauldron down? I didn't get the cauldron down. There we go. Okay. Cool. We've got a area for a smeltery. Let's go that sort of size, I feel. Nice. Let's get a bloomery furnace. We get an import pallet. We get an export pallet. And then let's go and see what happens. Very, very curious. It's going to be interesting. We have too much junk. We have far too much junk. We are junk heavy at the moment. Yeah, we got a lot of junk. Anyway, Let's get going over here. Let's get going. And how's the feasting hall coming along? Get those 2 last things down. Get the table. I need limestone, refined limestone blocks. I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Just a matter of time before we do. That's all looking good. And then we'll refloor the entire place once we actually have the capability to do so. Okay. What do I want to do next? I would like to get a bakery, or at least to start working towards a bakery. I guess we'll get a bakery in here, something like that size. That looks pretty good. What else? A brewery, that's going to be essential. We'll probably get a brewery down here. Feasting hall, we've got a fuel refinery. I am going to get a fuel refinery. That is required. I'll build the fuel refinery here. Pretty easy to build. We get ourselves a coke oven. We can get ourselves one of these. A charcoal clamp. And we get an import pallet. Get an export pallet. And let's see how it all works. Traders have arrived. I can't actually trade with traders at the moment because I don't have a trading post, but presumably by the next time that they come around, I will. How are our crops looking? 61% towards harvest. Not too bad if I do indeed say so myself. Very, very happy with how that's looking. Very, very good. Right, what's the total resource looking like? We've got food, we've got rations, rock bread rations. That's all that we've got at the moment, but trust me, we'll be out of the woodwork soon, I hope. Right, what can we import into the pallet? We'll import crushed ore, we will export fuel. So bituminous crushed ore comes in, and we leave with limestone. We put it through the limestone coke oven, and then on the output we get fuel, and then fuel is a requirement for fuel, and then we also get ingot as an export. I think we actually need another import pallet here. Yeah, we get another import pallet, and the import pallet needs to say crushed ore, I believe, which I think is what is required. Also, we could probably do with an additional ore crusher because, yeah, we've got lots and lots of crushed ore, but not enough sort of crushed silver or whatever it is that we need. Either way, it's all operating completely as it should be right now. There we go. And imports, we'll get crushed ore, right? That's crushed fuel. And then... hold on. We need to say, instead of... we'd say crushed ore, bauxite, bituminous coal ore, cassiterite, charcoal, coke, fool's gold, galena, hematite. Yeah, we don't actually have native platinum. Native silver. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Native silver instead. And then you can say coke, charcoal. What do you actually output? What do you output here? You output coke. Crushed ore. Yeah, so this is going to output coke, I do hope. And so we should be able to import coke here. But to be fair, we could import any. I mean, it doesn't actually matter between charcoal and the other thing. We just need to make sure that the native silver ore is actually turned into what we need it to turn into. Bauxite, bituminous coal, cassiterite, charcoal, coke, fool's gold, galena, hematite, malachite, native copper, native gold, native platinum, native silver. Sure, let's put that on the export palette for now. Excellent. We should maybe have another sort of workshop that does... oh, what the heck is that? Amethyst uncut gem. Don't know where the heck we got that from, but that's very, very cool. Either way, keep up the good work, everyone. We're doing a lot of stuff. It may not feel like it, but we're doing a lot of stuff. Let's actually do a little chop order. Chop over here. Chop that down too. Just so that we got a little bit more wood to work with. It's really, really nice being able to work next to a big forest. Yeah, so we've got some other stuff in the construction category. We've got a bridge, which we can build. Lanterns, obviously, which I've built a few lanterns around. But we've also got a whole power, infrastructure. We can build a well. We can build a water wheel. We can build a water pump. We can build a windmill. There's power infrastructure that we can get. Pipe infrastructure that we can get. Irrigation infrastructure that we can get set up. I am very interested in all of that. Okay, we got some coke. We got some coke that is ready to go. Import pallet, import coke. Output any silver, I guess. That's fine. Native silver on the inputs. We've got native silver over here. That is great. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to start. I think we're ready to start producing. It's just a matter of time, and if we have a, you know, the right people assigned, which I think we do. I think it's just a case of doing it. Native crushed silver ore. Let's see if this bloomery furnace works. Waiting for more logs to be available. We need 32 logs in order to build this charcoal clamp thing. To be fair, I don't actually need to build it because we are able to get coke. Progress to completion. Yep, we're doing things nicely here. That's good. That's very good. Happy with that. Very, very, very happy with all that. I need to get a bakery set up. Let's get ourselves a bakery room over here. Okay. Let's have a little look. Baker's worktop. Baker's oven. Import pallet. Sure, and a dough proofing table. What the heck? Let's get one of those as well. Okay. I think we could probably do with giving ourselves a little bit of additional space to store junk. I mean, it's not junk. It's definitely, like, required. But we need to get it all sorted. Right. How's the feasting table looking? Cauldron. Do we have the cauldron ready to go? I thought we had a spare cauldron. Maybe I was wrong. Steel cauldron. Made at the forge by blacksmiths. Yeah, we'll get there. Don't worry. Still no luck on the bloomery furnace yet. Got coke there. We got native silver. I think we need more native silver before we get there. Yeah, what do we need? Yeah, so 6. We need 6 galena crushed ores, or 6 native silver crushed ore. Yeah, and we only have 3 at the moment. So, yeah, a little bit more work on the steel ore crushing station, please. That would be great. But we'll be able to get there in no time at all. So, let's get ourselves a little bit of a pillar up here. And then we shall continue to expand. What other rooms do I need to get? Carpentry workshop. Smithy. I do need a smithy. That is important. A fuel refinery. We've got a fuel refinery. Graveyard. No need for a graveyard. A trading depot. Let's get a trading depot. Sure. A ledger table. A landmark for the trading depot. Does not currently have an in-game effect. Sure. We'll put down a chest. Put down a hitching post. Put down an import pallet. Put down an export pallet. Sure. That sounds fine. What do we want to import here? Flour, rough stone boulder. Let's import flour. Flour is milled into a fine powder, made from wheat at the grist mill. I believe the grist mill is a, yeah, it's a kitchen. It's a kitchen item. Let's put that down over here. Oh, what do we need? A millstone? A millstone can be, let me get this straight. A millstone can be exported from, is it here? Yeah, millstone can be exported here. Millstones can be made from rough stone boulders. Sure, let's do a millstone. Let's do a millstone or 2. Definitely seems like a requirement, so let's get that done. Sure. Okay, do I need to reassign sort of any workers or anything like that? Let's go back to making blocks. There we go. We got a second millstone there. That's fine. Good stuff. Okay, right. Well, let's see if we can harvest some wheat. Apparently not. This plant has not been watered and is growing slowly. Yeah, can I get some irrigation set up? I mean, we're a bit of a long way from a river, so I suspect that the answer to that is probably a no. But that's not necessarily the end of the world. Right. That's all looking good. I would like to get our a brewery. That would be great. That would be great. Import. What do I want to import? I don't want to import anything from the traders yet. I don't want to export anything yet from the traders. We don't particularly need to worry about that. How much silver do we have? We still have only 3 native silver. I need to do better. I need to do better in the masonry workshop. I really need to do better in the masonry workshop. Should we make another one? Let's make another one. It's 8 by 6. 8 by 6. Sure. Okay, good job, everyone. Let's go into our settlers, see what everybody's assigned to do. Do we want anybody to do... What? You're so unhappy. Caught outside in the rain? Oh, come on. Get over it. You're a stonemason. Do we need to assign anybody else? You're eating rock bread. You're literally doing nothing at the moment. Let's assign you to do... I don't know. Assign you to be a miner and also a stonemason. Because we're going to need both of those skills in reasonably large quantities going forward. Right. We can also get some gem cutting workshops. That's pretty cool. I think I did mention already, but the intention of this game is to get a sort of dungeon crawling element to be added to the game, which I think would be very, very cool indeed. There we go. Are we? Maybe we're out of native silver, actually. No, we got native silver ore here. Hold on. Coke, galena. Native silver. There we go. Let's see if we can try and remove that. Or actually, instead, do crushed ore. There we go. Yeah, okay. So this is going to officially make just native silver. And then we should have this other one down here, which is going to make just the other stuff that we need. That's right. I said it. Just the other stuff that we need. Perfect. Let's get 2. Sure. Import, export. Maybe also get ourselves a pillar here. Just to be on the safe side. We'll probably be fine. Hey, look at that. We're getting a bloomery furnace. Look at that. Fantastic. We've got 6 silver ingots. Oh, that is beautiful. I've never known such a gorgeous thing. Now, can I get this entire area paved? Because I really am fed up looking at this absolutely atrociously ugly. Got some crates of vegetables. Very, very nice. I'm fed up of looking at this ugly flooring. Let's get limestone flooring everywhere. As much as we possibly can. Let's also maybe go into settlers and see if we can try and assign like a singular extra stonemason. Blacksmith. You can also become a stonemason. There we go. Congratulations. It's looking way better. Okay, stone paving. Limestone. That might actually straight up just like wipe out our limestone supplies, but yeah, it should be okay. It'll at least make it look nicer. Man, I am so happy with how this is coming along. Look at how great this looks. Look at how great this looks. It's looking fantastic. Okay. In terms of irrigation, how can I do that? So, we need to go back to here. It's power and water. A well? Rope. We don't have any rope. We do not have any rope. That is slightly problematic. Where would I make a rope? Video game? Probably the Leatherworks? Sure. A whole back wall of tanning frames. Export pallet. We'll get that all sorted. Sure. What else do I need to get down? I did need to get a brewery down. Yeah, we'll set this area to be mined out. This is an unfortunately important wall for us to extract from. Right. Imports. Hide. Don't know how we're going to get hide, because I don't believe that we have the capability to destroy any animals quite yet. I don't have a chest, and I need 2 logs. 2 required, 0 are available. Okay, well, let's get some more choppy chop. Good stuff, get to work. Export leather. Okay, well, I tried, and I guess there is not a rope manufacturing capability over there. What about a carpentry workshop? We don't have a carpentry workshop. Produces most wooden tools and items. We can try that. That's a pretty good idea, right? Carpentry workbench. Oh, perfect size. Import pallet. You know what? Let's maybe be sensible about this. Put this at this end. Export pallet. Import pallet. That's pretty good. Okay, happy with that. Traders have arrived. They're heading to your trading depot. Yes, excellent. Beautiful. Do I need anything specifically? I mean, I don't actually have anything. I don't think that I need anything. You can try and hit yourselves to nothing. Right. What do I want to import? Choose item to import. I mean, a chest would be quite ironic. I need rope. I do need rope. Do they have rope? Can I even trade for rope? I mean, they're using rope, aren't they? I don't think that I can. I don't think that I can, and I also don't think I particularly want to. Not the end of the world, though. Not the end of the world. Man, this is looking so good. This is all looking so unbelievably nice. Where are my crates of vegetables being stored, actually? That is an important question. Because I do probably need to get a food stockpile. Let's get a stockpile for food in here. There we go. Let's also get a brewery. I don't know if this is almost certainly not going to be large enough to be... Yeah, okay. No, not far off, though. A tank. A plate? Okay, there's a lot of ingredients. Who'd have thunk it that go into making fermented beverages. Not super bad, though. Yeah, I need to find a way to make a rope. That is really, really important. That is very, very important indeed. Okay, what other rooms do I need to get down? Weapons and armor. Artisan workshop. I could maybe do it in an artisan workshop. Or maybe a smithy. Right, well, let's do one last sort of expansion down here. There we go. Expand this one down to here too. Excellent. Let's get all of that extracted. Nice. Okay, do I want to try and destroy some baddies? I could always try. New squad. Squad 1. Day shift, night shift. Train, guards, attack. Attack. This deer? Sure. I mean, I need to equip people to the squad. How do I do that? Let's have a little look. Assigned to squad. There we go. Congratulations. You're completely unarmed, but let's go and see if you do it. Yeah, I must confess I haven't in combat. Okay, this is clearly the high pitches of combat. Oh, look. It's actually happening. Uh-oh. Well, hand-to-hand combat. It seems almost entirely worthless. You knocked unconscious. Hand-to-hand combat with a stag. Brilliant. Well, I guess we sorted out leather. This is the... I cannot believe that. I actually cannot believe that. That is brilliant. Okay. Flick your military off. That's fine. Congratulations there. We managed to get a little bit of food. That's good. That's good. I'm very happy with how that went. That's excellent. Okay. Wow. What a crazy roller coaster that was that we all went on. We will get an artisan workshop. Sure. I'm not sure that this is gonna be what we need. Craft items out of bone? I don't think that's required. I really don't. Carpentry workshop. We've already got a carpentry workshop. Yeah, can we export a... No. No. Shield, barrel, bucket, chest. I mean, we could do a chest. That would be kind of cool. Be kind of cool. I mean, we're going to need to get more stuff anyway. But that's fine. A rope is the only thing. A rope is the only thing that's evading us. A textile workshop. It's got to be a textile workshop, right? It's got to be. A retting tank. A loom. Imports. Export. Sure. That's got to be what it is. A textile workshop. Why did I think otherwise? It has to be. Right. Let's go into construction. Let's go into build. Let's go into lanterns. Let's go and just get some... Go get some lights up in this place. It may cost me an absolute arm and a leg because we frankly do not have anything but silver to build the lamps with, but a worthwhile thing to do nonetheless. Okay. Are we actually making... Yeah, we're actually fine for everything, I think. Got plenty of wood, we've got plenty of everything that we really need. I'm really, really happy with how this little empire is coming along. Very, very cool indeed. Right, ladies and gents, we're going to wrap this up right about now. We are going to wrap this up right about now. It has been fantastic. Mountaincore, ladies and gents. And I feel like we barely scratched the surface, pun intended. And I can't wait to see how things go over the course of early access. This is definitely one of those games that I would recommend following if indeed you're interested in this style of city builder, kingdom builder. It's a lovely little title. Thank you very much for watching. Check out the Patreon if you're interested in helping make videos like this possible. But for now, and from me, I'll see you next time. Bye.